These days, people don't seem too interested in the presentation of media. You simply turn on your TV, open an app, scroll through some options, before just hitting play. It's quick, it's convenient, and it's boring. Then there's the alternative of physical media, the feeling of scrolling my collection, pulling one off the shelf, examining the artwork, putting the disc in the player, going through the custom menus, and finally hitting play. Sure, it takes up more space, can limit your viewing options, and takes more time, but I f***ing love it. Hello, I'm Robin, with a Y, and I've been obsessed with physical media for my entire life. First VHS, then DVD, and now Blu Ray and 4K Ultra HD. Now I can sit here and list off all the reasons why it's factually a better way to watch movies due to its higher quality and lack of compression, but I'm not here to talk about that. No, this video is instead going to recount my journey to creating my own Blu-rays based on my films and showing you all the process. So, where did this all begin? It was the end of 2024. I was preparing to shoot my next big short film, The Sharpest Lives, and I started thinking about how cool it would be to get a Blu-ray of the film made. My first course of action was to look for a company or an individual that I could commission, but all my results were simply too expensive and unrealistic. So I knew that if I wanted to make it, I had to do it myself. I then spent the next year researching all I could learn, the discs I should buy, the best software, designing and printing the covers, making sure I got every last detail right. The biggest hurdle for me to begin with was finding a good program, as not only did it need to support Blu-ray, I was very insistent on custom menus and bonus features. After some researching, I came across a program called Yuhan Blu-ray and DVD Maker. And well, it is in the name. The program isn't free, but it does give you a free trial for DVDs, and I just happen to have this old spool of discs that I've had for about 10 years. So I had to play around and made my first DVD, and it's terrible. I put the bare minimum into it. I just threw in some files and had a quick play to make sure I could do bonus features. But getting this to work was enough to make me lose my shit. For a decade, this spool represented my failure to craft my own DVDs. It even still holds some of my failed attempts, but now, I'd only gone and bloody done it! This happened last September, but I was unfortunately unable to continue my little project, as I simply couldn't afford it. Until the last couple months when an unnamed friend paid me back money I forgot I lent them. So now I can afford to waste it on my hobby instead of paying my rent, because that's lame and this is cool. So to make a Blu-ray you need a copy of Yuhan Blu-ray Creator, a disk drive, a pack of blank Blu-ray discs, a bunch of empty cases, double-sided semi-gloss paper, sticker paper, a printer, a small guillotine, a circle cutter, and a pillow to scream into when you fuck up. To start with, you need something to burn. I have 3 projects I want to put to disc. My previously mentioned short film The Sharpest Lives, my Transformers fan series reboot, and my favourite brick film Galactic Explorer. Before I do anything though, I first re-render all my files, adding 5 seconds of black at the start and a few seconds at the end. Without this, I found playback to be very jarring. Next, I load all my files into Yuhan. Here I can adjust some settings, such as adding chapters for scene selection. It's also a good idea to make sure all your settings, such as frame rate, capacity and resolution, are correct. Now it's time to start the menu. I start by selecting a template. Now, I'm not going to break down everything here, but I will link to a user guide which helped me navigate my way through this. For the main menu, I normally delete all the settings I don't need, such as setup or sometimes scenes. And I always add bonus features. Another feature I like is the first play, which loads up a video before the menu. I just added my logo animation. You can of course change the background and add music, then once you're happy you can hit start. I would highly advise not to burn to disk from this menu, but to instead save it as a folder and ISO onto your computer. The reason for this is it allows you to test it before burning, so you can be sure it's exactly what you want. Then once you've tested it, you can burn that ISO file straight to the disk using an included burning software. This again is included in the user guide, so please read that fully, otherwise you'll be using the pill a lot more. And just like that, you have your very own Blu-ray disc with a custom menu and all the bonus features. But don't worry, we're nowhere near finished. Now you need the artwork for the covers and the discs. I first downloaded these templates from the big spider web and opened them up in Affinity, where I assembled all of my artwork. It's at times like this that I'm glad I keep old files. Now obviously there's no real rules for designing Blu-ray covers, so I suggest that you don't worry about this sort of thing and just enjoy yourselves. Once you've designed it all, you can now hit print. I print the covers on semi-gloss photo paper and the discs on glossy sticker paper. I can then cut them out with a guillotine and a circle cutter. You can of course do this by hand with scissors, but I wanted more precision. And this is just a lot easier and faster. Then you just simply stick the label on the disc and slide the cover into the case, and boom! A homemade Blu-ray. I decided to add a few extra details to mine as well, such as a QR code in the case which links to my website, prints of all the posters, and the sharper size has an alternate cover featuring artwork by Kelsey Scripps. And now, after all this time, I can finally add my films to my shelf. A lifelong dream finally realized. And if you guys like what you see here, then you too can own your very own cosmic Blu-rays, as I have listed these items to my merch store. Each copy is meticulously handmade by myself, and it's a good way to support the channel and the work we do here. I plan to of course add to my collection, so expect to see new projects. But are there any old Cosmic Rust projects you want to see on Blu-ray? No, I just need an abrupt way to end this video.